Hi. If you want to get into cybersecurity fast, don't start where most people start. In this video, I'm going to show you what actually speeds up your path into cybersecurity and what quietly slows most people down. Here's something most people don't realize. People who start with a clear direction typically move faster than people who just start learning everything. Not because they work harder, but because they focus better. My name is Kimberly Simon, and I help non-technical professionals find and start cybersecurity careers without needing to code. And if you've been thinking, I want to get into cybersecurity, but I don't want to spend years and years doing it. I want to move quickly. I don't want to waste time. I just want to know where to start. This is exactly where most people go wrong. Let's get into it. Most people think the fastest way into cybersecurity is to take a course, is to take a certification, is to start applying for as many jobs, any job, just blanket jobs. It's about sounding logical. That actually slows you down because you're learning without direction. It's like packing for a trip without knowing where you're going. It wastes your time. You pack for the cold weather. You don't know whether to pack for the warm weather. You don't know whether to take formal. You don't know whether to take casual wear. Everything is just there. And by the time you're done, you've spent a lot of time, but you're still not prepared for anything specific because you had no idea where you were going in the first place. That's what happens when you start learning cybersecurity without clarity. It's really as logical as that. If you wouldn't do it in any part of your life where you just start learning random things, why would you do it here? Why would you try to learn everything? A little networking, a little security, a little technical knowledge, but none of it connects. The fastest way is not more learning fast. The fastest way is clarity. The fastest way is not more learning, it is clarity. Here's the shift that changes everything. The problem is not that cybersecurity takes a long time to get into. The problem is that most people spend time on things that don't actually move the needle. They don't actually move them forward. Once you know where you're going, once you've got a destination, once you've got a goal, you can actually stop wasting time. It's a principle that works across everything. When you've got a goal, you know what to focus on, you know what to ignore, you know what actually matters for you. And that's what actually speeds you up. It's actually what speeds everything up. So let me make this practical for you. If you want to move faster into cybersecurity, here are 3 things you can do right now, starting today. So number 1, stop trying to learn everything. Oh my goodness, this is where I start. You don't need to understand all of cybersecurity. Focus only on what's relevant to the role, the cybersecurity role that you're trying to get into. Everything else is noise. The second thing is identify one direction, not 5. You don't need to commit forever. You do need a starting point. So you don't need to commit to that path forever, but you need a starting point. So pick one path that fits your strengths and move in that direction first. Number 3, learn with purpose, not pressure. Instead of asking, what should I learn? Ask, what do I need to learn for this specific role? Specific role. That question alone saves you months of wasted time and effort. Speed doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things. So think about it like using a GPS. Again, I've used this analogy before. Think about it like using a GPS. If you don't have a destination, if you don't put in a destination, you can drive all day and still feel lost. But once you know where you're going, you take the fastest route automatically. So if you've been feeling like this is taking too long, or, I don't know if I'm even doing the right things to get into cybersecurity, or I just want a faster way, you don't need to push harder. You need to start smarter. That's all. You just need to start smarter. And that starts with knowing where you fit. I always say this. It starts with knowing where you're trying to go. That's exactly why I created the Cybersecurity Role Finder. It helps you quickly identify 3 to 5 minutes. It will help you identify which cybersecurity roles align with how you think, how you work, and the expertise that you already have. So you stop guessing and you start moving towards a direction. You know what role you want to pursue. If you've already taken the role finder, and I know a lot of people have, then the next step is turning that clarity into a focused path. Because now you've got the role, now what? Now you need cybersecurity jumpstart. It helps you move from, I think I know what I want, to I know what I need to do next. So you get a 30, 60, 90-day plan, and you know exactly what to do next. So if you want to move faster, you first start with clarity, and then you need direction. Click on the link below or check my bio to start with the role finder, or if you've already taken it, then check out Cybersecurity Jumpstart. If you are not already following me, then you know you should be. Follow me for more practical insights on how to get into cybersecurity without wasting time or without needing to be technical. Because once you stop trying to do everything, once you stop trying to learn every single thing, and you start focusing on what actually matters, it becomes a lot faster than you could have ever thought. See you in the next video.